There she
Hi.
is. How you going?
Hi, babe. How are you?
So good. Look at this chic, all white living situation. That looks like some sort of catalog.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I'm mad for that.
It's nice from here.
Are you the kind of, hello, Madison B, by the way, welcome to Ash London Live.
Hey, Queen.
Are you like me? Do you love buying things for the house and like decorating and stuff?
It never ends. Like, my friends, every time they come over, they're like, okay, we have to do one full sweep to see what new stuff you've bought, stuff you don't need. That's ridiculous. And I just like, it's my first house too. So I'm just obsessed with like making every little trinket and detail look perfect. And I'm always on
Totally.
Pinterest, and it's probably not the best place to be.
You could be doing so much worse though than being addicted to home furnishings and Pinterest. You know, I'm like at 21 years old, like you could be doing way worse shit. So I think well done, Madison.
Thank you.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you about your freaking debut album being like so close you can smell it?
Like a 550. I'm so like, I feel like it's just been such a long time coming, and I'm just so grateful that my fans have actually been so patient and waited this whole time. And I'm just excited's not even the word at this point. It's just like I just can't. It's surreal, honestly. It's just been such a long time coming that I don't even believe it's gonna actually come. I feel like we're gonna get to the day and it's gonna be like, oh, just kidding, it's coming out in 6 months, and like that's just how I've been conditioned to think.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I'm just very excited.
Well, you must feel confident. I mean, As She Pleases 700 million streams. So you've got to be going into this knowing that, like, even if those people just listen to the new album once, you're going to be fine. Like, people are going to love this.
Yeah, it's very intimidating. It's really exciting, and I just feel like I try to like also not really play like the numbers game, but I did see that stat recently because we just celebrated the 3 year anniversary of As She Pleases. So when I saw that, I was like, that can't be right. Like, there's no way that's accurate. And then I like added up. I was like, that is. And yeah, it's just really crazy to think that I released that so long ago, and where I am now musically is so much more evolved, and it's so much more like an honest articulation of who I am. Whereas before, I think As She Pleases is great, but I think it was really me trying to figure out my sound. And now with life support, I feel like I've really landed in like a good place that I feel really good about. It's exciting.
That's so cool because usually when someone's 17 or 18, like we make stuff, we write stuff or journal or whatever, and like no one ever sees it. And then 3 years later, we look back on it, we're like, oh my God, I'm such a different person now. That's you, except it's all out for the world to see, which I think is very brave.
Yeah, it can be a lot at times for sure. Like, I think about that too. And that's why sometimes when people will like bring things up that I might have said or done, or like music I made when I was like 14, and like make fun of me, I'm like, I make fun of it too. I know it's bad. Like, I was a kid, I had no idea. And so yeah, I mean, I think I'm still like just learning. We're all learning and evolving every day. So I think I'm musically at least though in a really good place. And I feel like I really know myself and how I
Yeah.
want to come across artistically now.
I love that. And I've only seen a track listing, but tell everyone listening about the Cheeky Fight Club kind of inference in one of the title tracks.
Um, Wait, which one are you talking about?
Tyler Durden, isn't that from Fight Club?
No, well, that's from As She Pleases. Are you talking about As She Pleases? I was
Oh,
like, wait, I was like, did I do it again on accident? Like, did I do it in my,
you
because
didn't
it's,
know.
that's
What
not like me. I would totally do that again, by the way. So I'm
what
not
like
surprised.
person in their teen? I didn't watch Fight Club until I was like way older, and I still like was quite disturbed by it. So you the kind of
Really.
person that like is into some darker shit?
100%. I'm very into dark shit, like openly and outwardly. There's actually a line on my album that's like, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it's basically like, my mind gets dark and ominous. It's like a lyric that I have in my song Stand Up and Carry On. But yeah, I watched Fight Club like 4 or 5 years ago now, and immediately wrote Tyler Durden, which came out on my EP. And yeah, that was like, a lot of people did not know what it was or who he was, because it's also just like the character.
Yeah.
And I loved the recognition though, like of people who had seen it and had gotten the reference, and they were like, that was a really awesome song. That was
That's
dope.
very cool for a teenager at the time. And speaking of cool, the music video for Boyshit, I was like, oh shit.
Very
Like
scandalous.
very Sophia Loren as well. Like I loved the kind of like Italian,
Yeah.
sex symbol reference. Obviously
Yeah.
you couldn't film it in Italy because no one can go there. Is there somewhere in like LA or something that just looks like an Italian-y, Spanish-y
Well, did
villa?
you see at the beginning of the video, we put Capri, Italy.
Yeah, I
There's a clip
saw.
of Italy, but it's not, we just shot stock footage, and then we shot off of like a balcony that, yeah, kind of like you could, I guess, pretend you're anywhere in the world. But I definitely, yeah, I wanted this like pin up kind of like Bridget Bardot 50s
Mhm.
sexy vibe of the whole thing. So I'm glad that you got that, because that was definitely what I was going for. It was really fun.
And then you transform to like when you're like teaching the girl and you're like in the, like the cool. I was like, damn, one to
Yeah.
the other. I know this
Yeah.
is like kind of a lame question to ask, but girl to girl, it must be kind of fun when you go into a music video and obviously you have stylists and stuff, whatever, but you can like become anyone, wear anything,
Yeah.
like how involved are you with things like, an outfit. Like I want it, like like the little black dress with the white trim. Are you like on
Picked that up.
Pinterest?
Yeah, no, I picked everything out with my stylist. Like obviously I have a team who helps me out, but I'm sitting up all night on Pinterest putting together Pinterest boards of this is the hair reference, the makeup reference, styling, aesthetic, what I want the bedroom to look like, what I want the coloring to look like. I am involved in like every single tiny detail across the way. I mean, I sat in like coloring sessions for like 9 hours a day, and like just it was just a lot. But like we also, because we turned around that video in a week. It was literally, we shot it on a Saturday and released it on a Saturday. I'm pretty sure. Like it was literally 1 week we had to just edit it, color it, and release it, which anyone who's in the industry of any kind would know how crazy that is, like an unheard of. We had 2 weeks to turn my music video for Selfish around, and that was so stressful. And Boyshit was so much crazier of a
How
video
do
that it
you
was
do this
just,
to yourself?
I know it's not me, it's my label. Trust me, just kidding. But it's like I worked with such amazing people. Like my directors, she was so amazing, and like just everyone involved was so good. I walked into the edit bay, and like usually what happens when you walk in is you'll see a first cut of a video, and it's always like, okay, now just undo everything you just did, and let's like go from each clip, just comb through and pick something else.
Yeah,
But this time I went in and it was actually amazing. Like the first cut, I was really, really impressed with.
that's so sick. Was it important for you to specifically work with a female director, or did it just kind of happen that way naturally?
No, it just kind of happened that way. I actually had this discussion this morning where like someone was like, "Do you only want to work with like female cast or whatever?" And like, I think that if I was to be putting myself in a box of like, I only want to work with a girl, it would be a little bit like disingenuous to pick a girl then. And I'd be like, okay, I'm only picking her because I want a girl. Whereas I want to just have my options open. And then if I land on a female, it's like it feels so much better because I'm like, this was a completely naturally picked thing. Like it wasn't like I was seeking out a female director. I wanted anybody, and happened to be a woman, and it was like super cool. And I think that's really like empowering.
Sick. And what is the celebrations going to look like when the day this album drops? Or everyone's coming back saying, "We love it. It's amazing. It's gone to number one. It's a huge success." What? How do you celebrate? What does that look like for you? Are you just going to like buy some home furnishings?
Maybe that. Maybe a show or something. I don't know.
Awooga, awooga.
Yeah, maybe we're thinking about it, but stuff like that. I just kind of, yeah, I don't know. I can't even process like it doing well or anything. It's not really like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I do.
I reckon you're going to do fine, darling. I
Thank
got
you.
a hunch on this one. Don't you even stress. Well, I
Thank
can't wait to see whatever you do come up with. If you can pull together that video in a week, I'm sure you're going to have some ridiculous show, live stream worldwide coming from the ceiling on a chandelier situation. Because obviously you've got a great team around you who make shit happen. So
Thank you.
I can't wait to hear the album and you know what? Enjoy it. Congratulations.
Thank you. The sweetest. It was so nice seeing you. Hope
Great
this.
seeing you, love. Enjoy Pinterest.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.